I used to have horrible SI joint pain until I understood this. Now your pelvis needs to open, close, and then shift from side to finish your daily functional activity like walking, running, getting up, or sitting down. Now I'm exaggerating this by the way just for illustrative purpose. But if you're stuck in one position, in this example, you're stuck in external rotation and you can't seem to get out of it and close up your pelvis like so, this is where I see a lot of SI joint pain can come from. Because right now, you're walking like this in one unit instead of through relative motion within your pelvis. Now, to fix this, you need to train your pelvis to shift dynamically in and out of this position, such as internal rotations, and you need to open up your posterior outlet like so. Again, I'm exaggerating this motion. Now, I know some of you guys may say, sure, I'll just stretch more. Here's the thing, remember, stretching is passive and you're not able to control the muscle after you get out of the stretching positions. Now, this is why a lot of people are stuck in pain no matter how long they stretch. Now, I was stuck in massage therapy, chiropractor, physical therapy loop for about 15 years myself before I can finally get out of it. So yeah, I know the struggle. Anyway, here's how you can fix this. Now, when I work with my client, the first thing will be table test score. That way we have a baseline to go off of and see how your body progresses throughout the week. Now, if you don't do any assessment, you're just doing exercise for the sake of doing exercise. Now, remember this, what gets measured gets done. If you don't do any assessment before and after the exercise, you're just doing exercise for the sake of doing exercise. That's why you need a system. Now, I have a ton of assessment for my client, but the most important one in this case will be your hip internal rotation. Here's my assessment before. Now, as you can see, my hip internal rotation is extremely limited on both sides. This tells me exactly what I need to improve. So the first exercise will target the lower portion of your pelvis. We'll do a foam roller exercise with trochanter focus to open up your pelvis like so. The purpose of this exercise is to recruit a little bit more internal rotations by rolling on your trochanter right here. Now, to set up this exercise, make sure you're in a straight line from top to bottom, meaning your heel is in line with your knee, in line with your pelvis, in line with your upper shoulder, and in line with your head as well. A straight line from top to bottom. Now, the way to find your trochanter is really simple. All you need to do is, if you have a pocket, it should be right behind your pocket on the side. And you should put a foam roller right on the top of your bone. We're not trying to roll any muscle at the front or back. We're literally just trying to roll right on the top of this bone right here. Now, you want to make sure that your pelvis is perfectly squared up, facing the camera or facing the wall right in front of you. You should never facing up towards the ceiling. Now, take a big inhale. Inhale through your nose, and then exhale as you slowly rolling on your trochanters. Now, we're looking for about 1 to 2 inches every 5 seconds. Super slow, you're barely moving. Now, because we're rolling on the bone, it's gonna be a lot harder for the bone to change compared to your muscle. So you want to make sure that you roll super slow. 5 seconds every 1 to 2 inches. The most important thing of this exercise is when you exhale. Now, when you exhale, trying to melt into the foam roller. Don't try to fight against it, trying to melt into the foam roller. Now, this exercise will be painful. I mean, painful at first, within the first at least 3 to 4 weeks. But this exercise is a really good exercise to open up your pelvis and improve more of your hip internal rotations. Now, once you got it right, hold it there, and we're gonna do this for about 2 to 3 minutes. By the way, if you want more exercise like this and you wanna feel 30 to 50% better consistently using my top 5 data-driven exercise that target your natural asymmetry and SI joint problem, you can purchase using the link down below. For the second exercise, we'll target the upper portion of your pelvis. The purpose of this exercise is to open up your pelvis like so to recruit more of internal rotation space. Now, I'm exaggerating this motion, by the way, just for illustrative purpose. So go grab a foam roller and you want to place that right on the top of your pelvis. So find that right there. Now, it's going to be a little bit weird, but somewhat enjoyable. Now, you want to place the downside leg around 90 degrees relatively to your trunk. And then get yourself up in these positions. Now, every time we roll forward, I want you to exhale through your mouth. Big open mouth exhale. Like you're fogging a mirror. Inhale through your nose. Slowly, slowly opening up. Then as you come forward, slowly, slowly exhale through your mouth. This is my assessment after just 2 simple exercises. And you can probably tell my SI joint feel amazing right now. And now if you're wondering, well, will the results stick around? Do a final assessment. Get up, walk around your house for about 1 minute, come back down, and we're gonna do the same assessment one more time. If your assessment got even better, great, your body is adapting well. But if your assessment got worse or you feel tighter, well, you probably need a more personalized, more systematic approach to progress you throughout a week. And you can choose to work with me using the second link down below. All right, I hope you guys enjoy this one, and I will see you guys in the next video.